Hey, what's up, guys? It is Rob, and welcome to a brand new video, a special video, because today is Star Wars Day. That's right, it's May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. I love Star Wars ever since I was a kid. I remember my dad showed me Star Wars New Hope, but at that time it was just called Star Wars. It wasn't called New Hope. That came later. He had it recorded on a blank VHS tape. He recorded off TV, and I was hooked. I loved the atmosphere, the theme, the music, the characters, everything about Star Wars. And I started collecting action figures, T-shirts, hats, and of course movies. So that's what I'm going to show you today for this video on this very special day. I'm going to show you my movie collection spanning from VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray. Now, I just want to make this clear. I do not have the biggest Star Wars collection. I am a huge Star Wars nerd, but there are people out there who have way more than I do. Even though I have a ton of movies in my collection, I'm not going to brag. I mean, I do have a lot of movies. When it comes to Star Wars collection, I feel like I have a pretty good amount here. And some of these are very special to me, very close to my heart. Some of these I got some great deals on, some steals, actually. I went to Goodwill, got some of these box sets for $1. Like, I don't think these people knew what they had in their possession. How could you just donate a Star Wars box set? What's wrong with you? Anyway, you know what? If a person is passing it on to somebody else who can enjoy it, so be it. And that was me that day. I walked into Goodwill. I felt like it was Christmas, Open a Christmas present for $1. So, let's get started here. I want to show you guys my movie collection, and we're going to start with the VHSs. First one up here is the CBS Fox video of Star Wars. Now, I have them in these protective cases, and as you can see, it doesn't say New Hope, because this was way before that. And I love the original artwork there. CBS Fox Video. Then we have The Empire Strikes Back, also in the protective case, CBS Fox Video. And, of course, my favorite, The Return of the Jedi. CBS Fox Video. So yeah, these are very special to me. I love these. So I got those. Then we're going to move on to the 1992 box set of the Star Wars trilogy. Now, the outside slipcover is a little beat up. I remember I got this at a thrift shop, but you can take this off, of course. And the inside is actually in pretty good condition. A little dusty on top, but it's got some images from the films there. Star Wars trilogy, some more images right there, and then you can open this up. Talks about each of the films. Pretty awesome. But yeah, you got the movies here. So here we got Star Wars. Again, not called New Hope. It's a really cool set. Empire Strikes Back. And of course, it does say CBS Fox right down there. Do or do not. There is no try. This makes me just want to pop these in and watch them. And then, of course, Return of the Jedi. Oh, 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 oh. Ooga-dee-da. Oh, 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 oh. I mean, these are in immaculate condition. So this set right here, pretty awesome. All right, let's put that aside. Now, we're going to get to the 1995 box set that came out. This is the THX digitally mastered Star Wars trilogy box set, and I have 3 of these. So we have right there in the blue Star Wars trilogy, you got Vader, and then some writing there from George Lucas. And here are the movies. Now, like I said, I got 3 of them here. This one, the top is a little beveled. This one is in better condition. Then I got this one, and I paid. Can you read that? I don't know if you guys can read that or not. Right there. I paid 30 cents. 30 cents for this. So, I got 3 of them. Each of them are in better condition than the other, but this one's in the best condition. So, let's take these out here. Of course, we got Star Wars with Vader. I just love the covers to these. Like, they're so cool. And then the backs of them have images, of course. And we got Empire Strikes Back in purple with a stormtrooper and the AT-ATs right there. And Return of the Jedi with Yoda. And then the final duel right there in purple. Slave Leia, hell yeah. Look at that. So, pretty awesome. Love these movies. I love this edition. Like I said, I have 3 of them. Set those aside. So that's 1995. Then we're going to get to the 97 box sets, which are the widescreen special editions and the full screen editions. These, they're different colors, the gold one and then the silver one. I remember I had the gold one. I think I had 2 of these at one point. I could never find this one, and I finally found it. And they're basically the same, as far as what they look like. It's just different colors, just silver and gold. That's basically it. One's widescreen, one's full screen. But let's take a look here at... Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. Special editions. I remember when these came out. Special editions. They were awesome. Like, they did some revamping. They put Jabba the Hutt digital effects there with Han Solo. Yeah, I remember getting these, I remember the stand. I went out to Walmart. They had a huge stand that you could get these from. So that was really cool. And, of course, Empire Strikes Back. I freaking love that cover right there. That's awesome. Oh, I'll show the movie there. And then I'll show the back. A lot of people weren't happy with a lot of the changes, but some of them were pretty good. And Return of the Jedi Special Edition. So yeah, that is the silver box set there. The widescreen box set, so to say. And like I said, if I can get these out. Okay, so yeah, here are the gold ones, which are basically the same. Well, wait a minute. Are they really? Actually, they're not. Okay, the backs of them are different. I should have. No. Okay, so this is Star Wars. This is New Hope, of course. You can see there's different photos there of Jabba in this one and Jabba on that one. So I guess the backs are different. So here's Empire Strikes Back, and there's the back to that one. It shows Vader reaching out. I am your father. No! And then Return of the Jedi. And there's the back, that one. So, oh, that one's backwards. Fix the tape there. Okay. All right, so that's the full screen. Okay, so here we have Star Wars Trilogy THS widescreen edition set, which is pretty neat. It's in like this long, like rectangle box with Vader on the front. You open the lid, and you get this. A very special offer inside with all these like pamphlets and things like that, which is pretty cool. But then they all lay really nicely in this tray here with some styrofoam up there. But these are probably, so basically what these are, it's kind of like these right here. The ones that I just showed you in this set right here. The one that I have 3 of. These are probably in the best condition. I mean, these are absolutely in pristine condition. Like, these are fantastic. So I don't even mess with these. But yeah, that, we've already seen these, but it's a pretty cool set. I really like it a lot. So, all right. So that's basic. Oh, wait, I have one more. I thought that was all the VHSs. I have one more VHS to show you. And this was, let's see, this came out in 2000. The Star Wars Trilogy THX digitally mastered right here, box set. So here you have Yoda. Shows you all the films there. You have Vader and then C-3PO and R2-D2. So you can take this off. It's a slip cover. And there you get bigger pictures of them. And they're all black, basically. They're all black on the spine. So here we have Star Wars New Hope. Now you'll notice this is the very first time out of all these VHSs that I showed you, none of them said New Hope until this one. That came out in 2000. So you'll notice it says New Hope there. And it even says it on the tape, too. So here's what the spine looks like right there with C-3PO and R2-D2. And, of course, that was a new scene, an added scene. So there's that. Now, Empire Strikes Back is all in black, so it's very different. On the side is Yoda. There's the back. And it says Star Wars 5. And then we have Return of the Jedi, which is in white. It's got Luke on the side, and then there's the back. So, and you'll notice these all, like I said, these say like Star Wars, these are numbered. So yeah, again, this came out in 2000. Pretty cool set there. So that does it for the VHS box sets, and I'm going to show you this. Here is the making of Star Wars. Now, I got this tape at Goodwill. It was like 10 cents or something like that. The making of Star Wars, which is pretty neat. VHS. Making of Star... What the hell is that? It's like dust. Then I have a sealed copy of Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. A sealed VHS copy. I don't remember where I got this, but yeah. I remember when this came out. I was sick. I remember I was sick from school, and my mom went out to Walmart to pick this up because I begged her. She brought it home, and I watched this movie over and over and over again. I wasn't sick no more. This was my cure. Not Tylenol or anything. This was my cure. Okay? People give this movie a lot of crap. I like this movie. But, Yeah, I remember watching the VHS. Freaking yeah, this is awesome. So yeah, sealed copy of that. Okay, now we're going to move on to the DVDs here. I have two of these. Now here we have the Star Wars trilogy on DVD, and in this gold box set. I paid $1 for this, and you have kind of like an insert that has all the movies in it. So you have their full screen, Star Wars New Hope, Episode 4. There's the back. We got Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. And Star Wars Return of the Jedi, Episode 6. Then you get the bonus material. Even the bonus material has cover art. That's really cool. There's a very young George Lucas right there. So yeah, that comes in this set right here. But I also have a sealed Star Wars trilogy set, full screen. Sealed. Never been opened. Here's the price. Look at this. Right there. Best Buy, $51.99. And guess what I paid for it? $1 at Goodwill. Someone had donated this at Goodwill. So, yeah, I have a sealed copy along with one that's not. So, really cool. All right, so more DVDs here. We have Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, here on DVD. Really great condition. It's 2 discs. This has one of the best making behind the scenes ever in a movie. Love it. Here we have Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Two discs. And Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. 2 discs. All right. Here we have Star Wars Ewok Adventures, Caravan of Courage and Battle for Endor. It has both movies, and I love these films. I love Battle for Endor. I grew up with Battle for Endor. My dad had it recorded. I used to watch it all the time. Now, this DVD is very hard to come by. This came out in, I think, 2004, and I remember going to Walmart and finding it on the shelf. It was in the family section on this end cap on the very bottom. And I remember seeing this. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God. Look, I'm so thrilled. I bent my microphone. I was so happy to find this because I'm like, Battle for Endor. Freaking love that movie. I don't care what people say about the Ewoks. I like the Ewoks. I like them more than the Gungans, okay? I don't care for the Gungans. The Ewoks are awesome. I don't care. All right. That does it for the DVDs. Here we have Star Wars The Complete Saga Blu-ray box set, which has basically the prequels and the original trilogy. There's Phantom Menace. Whoops. It's like a book. You get Attack of the Clones there. Revenge of the Sith. New Hope. Empire Strikes Back. Return of the Jedi. Then you get bonus disc 1. You get, if I can, God, bonus disc 2 and bonus disc 3. And then you get Guide to the Galaxy, which is a guide that shows you everything. And I love this image here with all the characters. Really, really cool. This is a really good set. Honestly, they did a good job with that set. So here on Blu-ray, DVD, and digital, I have Star Wars Rogue One. I like this movie a lot. I thought they did a good job with this one. As a good kind of like a side movie. I have Solo. Didn't care for this movie, really. Had some okay moments, but this one was like a huge writing disaster, from what I understand. So, yeah, I don't know. Then we get to the sequel trilogy. We have Star Wars The Force Awakens. This is the Steelbook Blu-ray, which is awesome. I'll show you the inside here. It's got 3 discs there for that. Then we have The Last Jedi, Blu-ray, DVD, digital. Didn't care for this movie at all, but then we have Rise of Skywalker. Definitely didn't care for this one. Blu-ray, DVD, digital, all that stuff. So, yeah, that is the sequel trilogy. Okay, so that basically does it for the movies, guys. Show you this really quick. I have the original motion picture soundtrack of Return of the Jedi on vinyl. Now, I have this because this is my favorite of the Star Wars movies, so I was really happy to get this vinyl. Really, really cool. I love this vinyl. I love the soundtrack. This is why vinyls are so awesome. Look at that. It's like a freaking poster, man. When you open that up. Awesome. So, really cool. Last thing I'm going to show you here is Star Wars Book of Lists. Now, this is a list of like different things. You got characters within the Star Wars universe from all the movies and all the lore. You got weapons. All these different things. Weapons. You got helmets. They discuss all the helmets in all the different kinds of helmets that people wear in the Star Wars universe. Epic lightsaber duels. This book is really cool. Like, it goes over everything. Like, every little thing you can think of. Like the political people. Like, it goes over, like, the leaders, the servants, all the stormtroopers. Like, all the different kinds of stormtroopers you see within the Star Wars universe. I mean, you got scout troopers, flame troopers, mud troopers. You got shore troopers, range troopers, death troopers, stormtrooper. Yeah, this is an awesome book. If you can get your hands on it, definitely get it. So yeah, all different kinds of planets. Just really cool book. It's called Book of Lists. So if you can get your hands on it, it says right here $24.99 in the U.S. That's how much it was there. So really, really awesome book. So anyway, guys, that's it. That's my Star Wars collection. I am really proud of this collection. It means a lot to me. Star Wars means a lot to me. And like I said, I take care of my stuff. I preserve this stuff. Because one day it's just going to all be gone. And that's what I want to do here, is preserve this stuff to show. So I really do appreciate you guys joining me today on May the 4th, Star Wars Day. So hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more, because I got a lot of content coming out. I may not be sitting in this exact space, but I had to film here today because the other place I wanted to film at was already things were going on in that room and stuff, so I really couldn't use it. But this is fine. I just wanted to get this video out on this very special day. So thanks for joining me again, and I'll see you in the next video.